So my name is Olivia Wyatt and I'm a final year PhD student at Queen Mary University of London, and I specialise specifically in Black British history. I first got involved in Black British history many years ago. Initially I was actually interested in all forms of history ever since I was kind of a young child at primary school, high school. But it was only until I started to study history at a degree level that I learned that you could actually study something called Black British history. To me, when I'd learnt about Black history in schools, it was often about the story of kind of slavery in the United States or maybe the Caribbean if you were lucky. I rarely ever touched on Africa, and I just kind of didn't imagine that there's something called Black British history that we could study in this country. I started getting involved in the Young Historians Project when I kind of started university at a degree level. And the Young Historians Project is a non-profit organisation that trains young people between the ages of 16 and 25 to become historians because there's such a lack of Black historians in this country. And they focused on specifically Black British history projects such as African women in the British Health Service. They looked at the Black Liberation Front as well, which was an activist group in the 1970s here in the UK. And that was my first introduction to Black British history, this idea that, okay, the stories that I grew up hearing from my grandparents and my parents are just as credible as the stories that I read about in mainstream textbooks, and they deserve to be included within the history of this country as well.